to try to boot it deep to get things started. Here he comes from inside his own line. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Cougars offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that the fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that. Cougars come to the line in the hurry up. And off from the shotgun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I love playing man-to-man defense. I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming with the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because of that.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. Washington State sends out the punt unit.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this team.
He will score! Touchdown, Washington! Now that is a play that will get your sideline into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Hernandez. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. You're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got it.
And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. And the returner is stuck. The Huskies offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a great matchup we have of two highly productive runners, David.
And I like the competition aspect of this, Reese. Like, I'm watching what you're doing on the other side, and I'm going to prove I'm a better running back than you. Both these guys are looking to be the man today.
Nothing but green ahead. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Washington hoping to make this defense bow down in the red zone. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking for space. It's Manziel. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
You knew this offense wanted to come into this one establishing the run. Guys, they didn't even attempt to throw on their first drive. They were more physical. They were pushing guys around up front. This guy caps it off with a nice touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, too.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. We're seeing slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
This quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll run it from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run.
Looking to move it through the air. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
On the double.
That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football out.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they got him for the sack.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Quarterback extends the play. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two men met.
They've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they might put out a much better performance.
There's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs.
Let's go!
Back to throw, it's Welch. Uncorks it. Working that left side. Afterburner's coming. Gives it a big stiff arm. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good run, no holes anywhere.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down. David, quarterback's got him in here. And get green because you know these windows, they throw this one.
Extremely tough. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Pater. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet. But I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. And you see my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And the Cougars are in the hurry-up. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Caught, close to the marker. It's Connor. A quick tackle made, but he's got... We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Pulls it in. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. That's reeled in. It's Jimenez. Washington State will have to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume for you. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Second down coming up.
Clear. Clear.
Back to pass, it's Welch. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they do?
He'll toss it. There he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's going to pass. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty.
Jackrabbit.
To the air, it's Welch. Got his man quickly. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
On the ready.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Steps away. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Huskies. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive one.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly. And the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this one.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
Washington State ready to boot it away to start the third quarter. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Offense set on first down. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
To throw, it's Welch. Coming after it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback really has to sell the fake. You can't tell his offensive line is getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On third down, going up top. Got it in the middle, it's Gutierrez. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
Washington sends out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch, called for and made. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field.
Here we go. On, go.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow,
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
and this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the ball is picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
And when it's third and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. So offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Come on, set.
Scanning the field, it's Welch. Quickly complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Washington will snap it in the red zone. Off the play fake on first down. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
The inside handoff. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Not positive with that first down marker right into the next target. On third and long, he's going to have to turn more loose downfield. check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Air Force.
They'll throw it on first down.
For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. How in the world did the offense retain possession? The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit.
Unlock. Rolling.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it.
Goes into traffic. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Husky. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Man, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
From inside the 10. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they are going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
And he'll be brought down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Washington State sends out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. First down to start the drive after the break. The give to the lone running back.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting. Yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Igloo!
Fine play action. Looking for a big gain. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, in saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some I'm going to get in your head. There's some I want to beat you on your recruiting trail in the future. And I'm going to take that and really rub their nose in it.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Dialing up the second down pass play. Grande behind the line. It's Peters. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out of the perimeter in space to do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Grande over the middle. It's Stoneburner. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't make the connection on fourth down. They'll turn it over. The first down for the offense. Easy. He wants to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. This Husky defense, David, it's like they've got Vita Vea and Steve Emtman up front, Joe Tryon as a backer, and Marcus Peters in the secondary. There's people everywhere.
You're right, from front to back. Guys up front on the defensive line, eating them up, doing a great job in the secondary. Complete performance from this UW defense.
It'll be first and 10 from the 30. Looking to move it through the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Washington comes to the line with a first and goal. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Man, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
He'll pull it down on the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just chuck the ball, get a minimal gain, like a slide, get down, and don't take a big hit.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles. And at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack goal.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the...
Races to the right. Past the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Huskies. And the route is on. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. Started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponents.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here like that positive practice, maybe next week.
To the air on first down. Feeling some heat. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the ball. Set him down after that completion. Here we go. Wants to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Pressure coming. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's taking the deep shot.